This light is bright. Peace and blessings. Welcome, Ade. Thanks for coming in. Thank you all for the thumbs up. We're just testing the lighting because it's like 6 minutes before it's time to start. Okay, whoever's in here, how's the lighting? Can I go a little bit more over here? Or that's too bright? Why do I go through this every week? I think it's too bright, right? Right here. That's not too bright. It was a commercial before the chat. A little too bright. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because I don't want it to be too dark over there. So that's better. Okay. All right. How's the sound? Does it sound cool? Lucky's sitting over here, so he might come over here and chat with us. Thank you so much, Ade. Come here, Lucky, before the chat start. Sound is perfect. Say hey, Ade. Say hey, Miss Ade. Welcome to anyone who's coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up. We're just getting started. The chat actually starts in 5 minutes, but of course we have to check and see if the lighting and everything is on par. Lucky always wants to come in and say hello now since his hair has grown back. Yeah, we did a little mini photo shoot not too long ago. Okay, Ade, it seemed like it's just me and you. Oh yeah, he got on his little sweater. I don't know what we're gonna talk about today. I don't even know how long I'm gonna be able to talk. Honestly, I'm tired. Oh, heck, I'm lucky again. No, last week I didn't have a chat. Last week, no, I didn't do a chat. I forgot what happened last week, but I just didn't do a chat. I probably just wasn't feeling it. Yeah, but the week before there was a chat, I believe. Yeah, the week before was a chat when ISIS was in, when we were talking about the school strike. They're back in school. School started back Friday. That's another reason why I might end the chat earlier today than normal so I can cook and just get everything ready for tomorrow for school. Thank you so much. Welcome, Empress Seraphina. Welcome. Is this your first time in the chat? If so, welcome. And thank you for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up. Yeah, Ade, that's true. Welcome, Seraphina. Thank you for this being your first time to our live chat. It's about to really officially start in a few minutes. So what we usually do in the first couple of minutes is just make sure the lighting and the sound and everything is cool. I don't know why it's only showing on my side. It's showing one person is in the room, but I see both of you all here. Okay, now it's showing two. Okay. Yeah, but what happens is they have to make up the days. So, even having those 2 weeks out and everybody was happy. My daughter was still here sitting here doing plenty of work. But they have to make those days up. So trips and stuff that may have been planned in June have to be changed. We don't know when they're gonna make all the days up because they might do it sporadically throughout the year. However, I don't know. They might shorten Christmas break a week, or I doubt if they do that. Usually they don't do that, but they'll take away some teachers' days or whatever that they have for like before report cards come out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But my daughter has been thinking about it because she's been asking me about is she getting out because she usually every year gets out on my birthday, June 20th. And so she's like, so I won't be getting out on your birthday. I won't be getting out on June 20th. So she's thought about it. And Empress Seraphina is new. We have another Sarah, Empress Sarah. So now we have two. So I usually just break people's names down instead of saying the whole name. Yeah, Isis she's on point with things. She's truly on point. Hope everybody's been drinking plenty of water. Okay, it's almost 4:00. We can talk about whatever. If anybody has a question about whatever, Just say the word and we can talk about it. I haven't really been on Facebook. I shared a couple things on my story time, and I just shared this link, but I haven't really been on Facebook that much. Excuse me, you all. Okay. I'm just trying to get more people into the chat. Trying to get Jesus in the chat. Thank you to anyone who's coming into the chat. Yes, this is officially 4:00 p.m. We talk about anything from Natty dreadlocks, natural hair, nutrition, healthy eating, healthy living, living a toxic-free life. We keep this as a negative-free zone, which means we do not use profanity. We don't talk negatively about people. I don't talk about sex, politics, drugs, all that type of stuff. We try to keep that, anything that's controversial off of our little Sunday live chat, just for the amount of time that we're here. Whatever you talk about afterwards is fine with me, Oh, I didn't even see Empress Sahar come in. She came in as I was doing my introduction. Hey, Empress. Hey, Sahar. Okay. I'm trying to welcome Bonafide. Welcome. I'm trying to understand your question, Empress Seraphenia. Everyone, Empress Seraphenia, this is her first time here in the on the Sunday chat. But she said I did the big chop recently because I wanted to start locks, but now I don't. I really don't. I am looking. Okay, you're saying you don't want to have locks now, so what do you want to do? Any suggestions? If anybody understands the question, because I'm a little slow today, but I'm just trying to understand. Are you saying that you really don't want to have? Yeah, I'm a little lost too. So okay, it's not just me. All right. I'm like, dang, I know I took a nap today. Okay. Well, everything is about patience, especially when it comes to locks. A lot of people are thinking dreadlocks, I'm going to cut off my relaxer, cut off any chemically treated hair, and automatically, it's just going to be the way, everybody else's hair. They think everybody else's hair is, which all of our hair is unique. So, I mean, it takes time and it takes patience. That's one of the things. And if, it's something you have to just deal with from day to day. I'm at a messy stage always. And then 16 years in, my hair, and I like my hair messy. I like it however it is. If it's wild, whatever people say it is. And I'm cool with it the way it is. So, we all go through, even having mature hair, having 16, 20 years of hair growth, 15, 10 years. Still, your hair is still going to do different things and it's going to look to somebody as being unkempt or so, especially if you freeform. Exactly. Dang, and I didn't even see that. Yeah, absolutely, Sahara. It does start from within, and if you're not feeling it totally from within, then every day is gonna be difficult. I have a lot of videos that I have posted on my freeform dreadlock journey, whatever. I have a link that's in all my videos. All you have to do is click on the link, play my playlist. I have a playlist that has a lot of different videos about why you won't make it in, you're in the dreadlock early stages or whatever. A lot of different videos about why people quit the journey. But see, that's because people are conditioned into believing that our hair in its natural state is unkempt. That's why I said whatever people say my hair is, that's not what I say my hair is. That's what people may say my hair is, but I look at it as this is the way that my hair naturally is. And that's how I feel, as Empress Sahara said, from within. So you have to feel that from within, that your hair is the way it's supposed to be naturally, without worrying about what people are doing on television and magazines, or what they're saying is neat and tidy and right. Because who's to say what is right? What is right is what grows out of your hair naturally. It definitely, I agree with Ade and Empress Sahar. Yeah, as Ade said, freeform, or even when you just starting, the journey. I hear a lot of people like, I'm in day 2 and I just can't take it. And it's like, if you're in day 2, what are you going to do when you're in day 365? And it's like, you still feeling indifferent. You're going to wind up falling off the journey and, missing the whole good thing about it, which is being free to be yourself, be an individual without giving in to what society says is attractive or, appropriate. And that's probably why I'm so free with it, because I never conform to what is supposed to be appropriate, what's comfortable for other people, for their comfortability. But then yet people are getting stuff, like say, I don't want to get into that. I'll get into it when there's more people in here. I can go real deep with that. But anyway, I agree. They said you got to love you and find your hair beautiful and never mind anybody else. Can I ask you, how many days have you been in, or how many months have you been growing your hair? Empress, can I call you Sarah? Can I break your name? It's another lady who, another Empress that comes in, whose name is, we call her Empress Sarah too, but that's right. Absolutely. I agree on that. But it is something that has to come from within, because if you're just on, thinking you're gonna get it because of the outside, and you want the outside to be like this in like a minute or a day or two or whatever. I hear people talking about frizzy hair and flat locks and this and that and the other, and it's like, if that's the way my hair is, that's the way it is, and I'm gonna accept it for the way it is. Some people naturally have like a hair that's standing up that they can't lay down if they wanted to. My hair naturally just kind of folded the way that it folds. I don't have any parts in my head. I didn't put any natural parts in my hair, but my hair just naturally folds, and it's not a direct center part. But this is the way my hair folded. I mean, it had to go somewhere, so one side leaned to one side and one side leaned to the other side. I didn't make it do this. It did it on its own. And now, as you all can see, all my frizz and its glory. Yeah, 30 days, that's not even enough time to even, I mean, you're just starting. You're just starting. It's going to be a long, 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 long journey if you last. Welcome, Just Lots. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you're going to love yours as well. And you should love yours right now, at whatever stage that you are. You got to love it from the beginning to make it flourish. That's like planting a seed. You got to give that seed some love as soon as you know, as soon as you put it in the dirt, in the soil. Bonafide. That's true, bonafide. Everybody's is unique, everybody's is different, and everybody's is beautiful. It's the uniqueness to me that makes everybody's beautiful. Okay, so you're covering your hair. Why? Are you covering it to keep like lint or debris out because of the type of work you do, or because you have an animal around the house, or are you wearing head wraps because you just don't like your hair? A day is so crazy. A day said the grass is always green on someone else's head. Right. It is. It really is. If you only know, I mean, the reason why I don't like to wear my hair down a lot is because I get tired of sitting on it, or I get tired of it getting caught on things or doors or, different stuff, car doors and stuff. That's why I keep my hair. I've been braiding it in the back lately, just taking it and loosely braiding the back and tying a big, excuse me, handkerchief around it. I mean, not a handkerchief, the mm, little scarves that people wear. Cost like $1. That's what I've been using to tie my hair at the bottom. What else is going on? Welcome to anyone who just came into the chat. Make sure you thumbs up if you're here, please. If you don't like the way it looks now and you're tying a hair wrap on it, that means that you're not nurturing it and giving it the love that it needs. Because so are you going to wear a hair wrap, until next year, until you like it? Or are you going to just enjoy the process? Because the thing is, if you're on the fence with it, 9 times out of 10, you'll wind up like falling off this journey. And, my thing is not to get people to fall off the journey, but to keep people on, and to remind them that, if you don't have patience and if it's all about, the fad or the trend that's going on, or, you seeing somebody else and you liking theirs, you don't know how long they've been growing their hair, or, their process as well, what they've gone through. So, right. Oh, Bonafide, you hit it. How do you feel about your hair and yourself overall? I agree. If you don't like it, don't expect anybody else to, because it's the way you rock it. I mean, you can have just one dreadlock standing straight up, and if you feeling that, you know what I mean. Other people are gonna feel your confidence, and that's what people feed off of. They know when you're confident, that they can't knock you off your square, and they're gonna just roll with how you are, and they're gonna accept you for who you are. But when they can tell that you're timid about something, that's when people will be able to get to you, or even sense, that you're struggling. Absolutely. As Ade said, if you love them, so will others. That's what I said. I mean, if you had one standing straight up and you was loving on it, trust me, it'd be a whole bunch of other people that say the same thing. Be apart. Say hey, Lucky. Say hey. Say I like my hair now. Say I was struggling with my hair for a while, since June or July. And now I'm back on camera. Oh, Lucky went through it. He went through a stage when I had him shaved. Now look at him. Everybody that just came in, thumbs up. If you have any questions, please, by all means, any means, if anybody has come up with anything new that they would like to talk about that I haven't already talked about on this channel, that's not dealing with politics, sex, drugs, or anything putting anybody else or any other culture down, please let's do so. And be mindful of anybody's comments. We don't judge people here. This is a negative free zone for the time that we're on here. We have some people who come in here every Sunday faithfully, and I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming in, and we can just kick it off. We can talk about nutrition. We can talk about new recipes. We can talk about hair. If anybody, again, has questions, I mean, pretty much. Oh, is anybody celebrating anything? This is the month of November. This is our first chat in November. Anybody celebrating November. This is Scorpio month. Um, my 16-year anniversary is over as far as my years of this journey. So I'm 16 years and I guess going on the beginning of a month in. Wow, yeah, Empress. So that's why you gotta stand strong in whatever it is that you're doing, no matter what. I mean, it's like not just with hair, with anything. It's like starting trends and doing your own thing, like colors. I mean, some people would beg to differ and be like, oh, you're too old to wear like certain bright colors on your eyes or whatever. And I'm like, if I feel like putting blue, purple, black, gold, and red on my eyes, I'm going to do it. You know, I feel like just do your thing. Just do you, whatever you feel, especially if you are a creative soul, a creative being, you just going to do you. It's not, oh, I can't wear white because it's after Labor Day. It's, I'm going to wear white because that's what I feel comfortable in. And I don't care because I don't go by any rules. You know, so do yourself. I mean, if you want to wear stripes and polka dots, you know, do it. You know, I just like for people to be who they are at all times and not care about what other people have to say. Everybody in the magazine is not going to look like me, and I'm okay with that because guess what? I'd rather have my own magazine, truthfully. And Sahara, yeah, that's crazy. It will be somebody who will come up and say something like that. I remember when your hair was nice, or now you can get a style. You know, people say anything. I still get to this day people ask me, are you going to cut it? I started to do, I might still do a tag, you know, where people talk about the top 5 questions that they're asked often, you know, and number 1 would be how many years, people that I see in Chicago, how many years, and are you going to cut it? Are number 1 and 2. And let me see. Online, people ask different questions because they go to different like channels and chats and stuff. And, you know, a question that I get all the time is, how many do you have online? People don't ask that in the streets here. Yeah, okay, I'll do it, Sahar. I'll do it. Okay, Bonafide celebrating 5 years and 2 months in. Most definitely Bonafide, because without you touching your hair a lot, putting heat in it, putting unnecessary products and stuff into your hair, allowing your scalp to breathe, you're definitely gonna see a difference in growth. And sometimes you'll notice some shrinkage. It'll go through a shrinkage phase where it might appear to be just thickening up and not growing out longer, but it does shrink depending on your hair type, how your hair coils. You know, some people have a wavier hair pattern, so be mindful of a lot of that. And you know what? I liked my hair so much when I used to wear a short fade. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let me see. It's me, K, and SD. South Dakota. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And she's 6. How long has she been wearing her dreads? No problem at all. But let me know, how long has she been wearing hers? I am gonna do a top video, you all, though, and see, and I'm gonna tag everybody who comes in here, you know, on a regular to talk about the top 5 things, and I'll kick it off. Welcome, Mars Attacks. Welcome, Terry Empress. Mars. Never cut her hair, but she's been like, okay, 1.5 years yet. You don't have to cut her hair. Definitely don't. I've never cut my hair, and it's been 16 years. Oh, you didn't get the notification? Yeah. Because I sent out another notification on Facebook right before it started, maybe 10 minutes before it started too. People care about length too much as well. I like my hair just as much. Oh, what I was going to say was I had a short platinum blonde fade for years. 4 years I wore a short platinum blonde fade and loved it. I mean, I've had it long with a relaxer with platinum blonde hair in the front that didn't have relaxer in it. I've had it, a medium length bob. I've had a long bob. I've had lots of different styles, but as my hair has grown, just naturally, I every length was fine for me. I don't care about length. I care about health. I care about my hair being on my head because you can have a lot of hair. I mean, you can have length, but you don't have edges, or you can have length, but you don't have any type of density or anything to it. No health to it. It's just there, because you weighing it down with different things. Welcome El Rastafari. Welcome Emperor. Yes, it does. It does shrink. Right. And you don't have to twist it at all by any means. Like the first few years I started off twisting and then I just started letting it grow out. And as you can see, I got pieces that separate and do its own thing. For a while, these were up here and they were separate. Both of them were separate. They just came out and somehow did their own thing. And now they joined together with other Nazis right next to them. With separate ones, but they were up there. And now I have another one growing out doing the same thing. And I know it's going to link with this one too. I can tell by the way it's growing. That's right. You absolutely. You have to do you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I tried to just go real mild today since I was wearing a bright top. Again, you all know I wore this to the anybody who watched the live chat when we were going to the fella celebration for Fela Kuti. Let me catch up with it. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. We have 9 people in. It's 4:22. Right, Ade. He's laying right here too. That's crazy, but yeah, but it's gonna always be a different phase that we all go through in life. I mean, with different things, with health, with everything. I'm going through a different phase of health too. Coming off of a lot of medication for years and years and years, coming off of it, going on, I want to say almost a year now. Welcome to anybody who's come to the chat, and thank you for automatically thumbs upping as you came in. Thank you. We're going to go through different things, different days. One day I might feel this way. Some days, I have a cousin that's 49, just went to her 49th birthday party, and she was going through cold and hot spells. And I was like, I'm not there yet. I experienced it younger because I had PCOS. Anybody who knows what that is, polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I had to take these shots, and it made you go through like an early menopause or whatever. And that was in my 20s. I was about 25. So, I mean, I'm just saying that to say that we're constantly changing. We're constantly going through different things. So as far as like length of hair and all that, I mean, we're going to always find something to nitpick at with ourselves. And a lot of it is due to what we're feeding ourselves. What are we watching on television? What kind of books are we reading? What kind of magazines are we reading? Is the magazine you pick up, is it looking like you know, are you picking up nutritional magazines? Are you, I mean, what is going through your mind? That's what I would like to know. What is everybody keeping themselves occupied with on your free time with? Like, what type of things have you been watching or reading lately? I know Bonafide probably has something good for me. I got my notebook right here, waiting to see. What are you feeding your mind? Because that is truly what will bring out what you're feeling on a daily. Homework is always good. I think daily homework. I'm always trying to learn something new. One thing that I am, and I have a friend from here, Burrell, both of us serious researchers. Both of us be researching every day, researching something different, just trying to find something else. And it's a blessing and a curse because sometimes I can't go to sleep at night because I have my mind on this, that, or the other. Economics is another thing I research, and I found a lot of information on. Empress Sahara said a lot of nutrition and law books. Definitely on the same page as the nutrition, and I understand definitely 100% from talking with you about the law books. I love water aerobics. I hate that I was with a program, the YMCA in my neighborhood, and they cut out the water aerobics because it wasn't benefiting them financially, which I thought it was supposed to benefit the neighborhood. But when you start implementing the hospital and new, you know, people are trying to take over the area, the neighborhood, because it's off the lakefront and it's close to everything, it's close to downtown, you know, everything around you starts changing. Terry, absolutely. Health, longevity, and spirituality. I'm there too. I agree with you on that. Definitely health. And trying to be here for a while because I have a 12-year-old, a tween. Spirituality, always trying to stay on point because trust and believe, as soon as you move, answer a phone, or walk out the door, is somebody trying to take you off your square. Are you ready? Ade said, all I do is edit, write, and eat when I'm told to. Laughing out loud. If I did what I was supposed to, I might be tripping on my own locks by now. One day, you just gonna just do everything a day. I have faith in you. You gonna do everything. It took my mom to say something probably about 50 times before I finally did it. And I did it on my own, but not because she asked me to. Because she asked me to 50 times, I didn't want to do it. I was defiant. I didn't want to do it. But then when I thought I did it on my own, I did it. But actually, it had been planted in my mind. You caught that, I did. I did that just for you. Okay, your 50th birthday is coming up. Mine. I'm working towards my 50th birthday. But I'm focusing on my health. My 50th birthday is not until next year, but it's going to take me until next year to get where I want to be for me, health wise. I feel I may make it before then, but I'm giving myself until then. On my actual 50th birthday, I want to have achieved certain things. So was this something? Well, okay. And then Bonafide said he's been preoccupied with the writing of his first novel. Okay. Always good to occupy yourself with something something beneficial, something totally beneficial for you. I stopped watching like a lot of the stuff I was watching on TV because I was like, what am I really gaining from this? I don't like gossip for one. I get tired of that. I'm tired of reality TV, all those types of things. I like sci-fi. I'm a science person. My daughter's a science person. I like dealing with ancient issues and future things. And health and nutrition, number one. Because if I don't have my health, I don't have anything. Absolutely. When I hit 40, I stopped caring. Honestly, when I hit 30, I stopped. Actually, I don't think I ever really cared. I think I've actually always done my own thing. And I have. Basically, especially when it came down to hair. I mean, I've been a hairstylist since I was 18. So think about it. I mean, I've always stuck out some kind of way. I never really cared about being like everybody else. I always like setting myself apart from people, just doing it my way. And then I met my twin, Miss Tamiko. We went to the same high school, didn't know each other in high school, met later on in life, and saw that we were just alike. Yes, definitely. And start enjoying you now at this very moment. And you have to be confident. You have to be very confident in everything that you do. I'm saying that for everybody. Who is, did I miss something? Hold on. Right. And Empress Sarah, I hope you come back before you turn 50, before the 23rd. Oh, Casey, I missed you. Welcome to the chat, Casey. Thanks for thumbs upping the video. Yeah, definitely. Don't have to worry about rain or working out. I agree. Okay, and Darcel said I'm contemplating on going vegan. K and SD said I get off channels where the women do a lot of styling and twisting. They start off with freeform natural hair, but don't stick with it. I've noticed that some people I was cool with did the same thing recently. A lot of people don't stick with it. Thank you so much, Serafina. Thank you so much, Empress. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you are getting something from this chat and you're getting enough love to feel free with yourself and embrace your journey. Bonafide has definitely put out some excellent points. And Ade and Empress Sahara, everybody has been given like a lot of good points. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you. How did you find me? Have you been coming to the channel for a while? And just never chatting, or did you just find me? And if so, how did you find me? Because I'm trying to. That's another thing that I'm working on. That's something that I've been doing, working on my other like my Instagram, my Tumblr. If you haven't been to my Instagram yet, please check it out. My Tumblr, Facebook, not so much. And I'm gonna tell you all about Facebook in a minute. And now I know why a lot of people are not utilizing Facebook. And I'm gonna tell you what I experienced in a little bit. Okay, Terry said I was telling someone earlier today, back in my 20s, how much I love me now. Back in my 20s and 30s, I was always unsure of myself. Okay. I think more like when I was 10 to 14, that's when I really was like going through like a phase of being unsure about myself. I would say by the time I was like 17, I was just like feeling myself 100%. Oh, okay, great. Great. So that means, okay, thanks for letting me know that, Empress Sarah, because then that means I'm very careful and very particular in like the words I use for my tags on my chat. So I'm just, keeping focus on how people are finding me. Because like some people say they're not getting my notifications, and I'm getting new people coming all the time. So I like to try to keep up with what is actually working. Thank you. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. I appreciate you a lot. She said, I always like your positive spiritual chats. You help so many people. And I appreciate you saying that because, we sit here for an hour or two and I try to talk to everybody and talk about different things and keep it fresh and keep it new and keep it positive and just keep everybody in a good mood, a good vibe, while we're here, because we all deal with a lot of different things outside of being able to sit down and chat or just sit down and listen, because some people are out here driving and just listening. And, I just like to keep the energy chill. Okay. And Bonafide said, lately I've been indulging in the healing power of laughter. I came across this hilarious YouTuber named Daphne Springs. I'm writing that down right now because I'm always looking for something funny. Always. That has helped me with anxiety at times. I'm gonna check out Daphne Springs YouTube. Okay, Bonafide. I always check out. Eventually, I always check out everything that you give me. Right. And Sahar, as Sahar said, if you need more information on being plant-based, this chat is an excellent source, because most people here are more plant-based than anything. I know Ade, she does her own gardening. Sahar is an excellent person to talk to. Sahar also does on the side, her main job is she's a holistic health coach. So, she can exchange information with you or give you the information to contact her at, so you all can talk about that. I don't know what information you're giving out now, Sahara, as far as people being able to contact you to receive health coaching or becoming vegan. But please, by all means, feel free to give out email addresses. Bonafide is another person. I.e. Healthy. I haven't eaten beef or pork in over 31 years. I don't do pastas, a lot of processed foods. I don't do pastas. I don't do rice. I don't do potatoes, stuff like that, starches. And over 15 years. It's going on 32 years for the beef and pork, though. And next year is almost here. That's why I say going on 32 years. A great way to start, Darcelia. Am I saying that correct, Darcelia? A great way to start is make sure that you're, and I say this on all my videos, all my chats, make sure your intake of water is sufficient. Make sure you're drinking at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Okay. Sahar said you can contact her. She's giving out her email address. She's a holistic health coach. Her and her daughter both, Avi, Shael, are two great people to talk to. Sahar, SAHAREL61@gmail.com for anybody who's watching this on television and not actually seeing the live chat go up the stream. That's how you can contact Empress Sahar. Again, she's a holistic health coach. Has given me numerous a number of informative talks. I'll say that talks. That's what I'll call it. Bonafide is good. Utilize some people while you're here too, so you can ask some questions while you're here. And people in the chat can all see. I mean, I'm answering certain things, but people in the chat that can answer the questions will answer for the most part. Usually we all talk about different things. I learn stuff all the time from here, as well as give out information that I've learned from here. So if she's still here. Oh, Mars attacks the pasta is my spirit animal. Okay. Anything else happening? Okay. So you have her information. She's great to. Yeah, I said you was. I thought you were still here. I know you move around. I know you still here. You're in and out, in and out, in and out. But wait, I'm trying to see, who did we lose or who did we gain? Did I miss anything? Bonafide, you're still here, right? I haven't heard nothing else from you since Daphnique Springs. Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. Editing, reading, answering emails, because half the Western world wants a piece of me during your chats. Emails. God, we were just talking about that the other day. I don't check my emails as much as I used to because people usually are sending me messages through Messenger or text messages. Most emails are coming from like bills or, letting me know they're taking money out of my account for something. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please do continue to, KCB said, and since I'm guilty of listening to your old videos, thank you for listening to my old videos. I really appreciate that. And as you can see, I've changed so much from my older videos to my videos now. I went from, I think when I very first started, I started once I think I started when I became freeform. Some of my videos, though, when I was stuck, because this was supposed to be a beauty channel, some of my videos, I think I still, had just like started freeforming, and products is something that has changed over the years. I'm a water only person, a water rinse only. Please, I have a whole bunch of videos, over 203 or 204 videos talking about everything. I would say about at least 9 or 10 years. I see a lot of little girls, and I guess because I'm involved in a West African group, and it's a lot of little younger girls wearing their hair more natural or wearing dreadlocks. Does anybody use tofu? Because that's one thing that I don't use at all. Tofu. Terry asked, I brought some tofu to experiment with. Not sure how to cook it. See, there's different types of tofu. There's different textures. Some are soft tofu, some is harder tofu. I've never touched it personally. I've had it at a restaurant once in my 20s, and I never touched it again. Never wanted it again. Right. Okay. Mars Attacks did say that. Okay. Soft tofu or hard. Right. Because there's different types of tofu. Bonafide said we're a wonderful negative free think tank as well as a family. We learn a great deal from each other. Yes, in a beautiful manner. I agree. Thank you. You see girls that get twisted tight, and later on you're going to see them, K and SD, you're going to see them with no edges. Twisting tight would definitely lead to no edges and thinning hair all around the perimeter. And a lot of times they end up with traction alopecia, especially at such a young age. You're training their hair to really thin out. I mean, not you. I'm saying the people that you're seeing. And I see that too sometimes. A lot at more at my daughter's school than outside of the places that we go to outside of school. Okay, Empress Sahara said the same thing. She said she got to go now. Be careful. Be blessed, everyone. Okay, so the tofu thing is off the table. She's leaving. She got to go. She's gone. Thanks, Mars Attack. She's out of here. Terry had to break. Be safe, Terry. Terry's a truck driver, so a lot of times she's on the road just listening. I don't use a lot of soy either. I use very little soy. Very, very little soy. Yeah. I've been learning how to use a lot of well, welcome Larabe or Larabi. Larabe? Alopecia areata. Oh, thank you so much. You've been subscribed for how long? She said, I've had locks about 3 years ago and had to cut them due to alopecia areata. I've grown my hair out and I'm in the process of freeforming. Thanks for being an inspiration. You are more than welcome. How long have you been a part of the channel? And is this your first live chat? And welcome if it is. Everyone, please welcome. Sahar saying, about a year subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for coming to the chat today. Is this your first chat? Oh, your first chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, please welcome. Let me know if I'm saying your name right. Larabe? 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 Welcome. Ah, okay, Bonafide. That's good information. Maybe she'll come back to the chat and see this later on. I know she normally does check it out sometimes later because she's usually on the road. Bonafide said, I used to eat quite a lot of tofu years ago. And this is for Terry. Terry, if you're watching this later on or listening to this later on, and then heard about how it can adversely affect hormones. Everybody's saying welcome to Larabe. If I'm saying the name wrong, I apologize. I wish I could hear you all's voices or see your pictures clear. Like if I had a bigger screen, all I see is light. And then I wear glasses, so I'm really only seeing light a little bit. and for Sarah's here for the first time, so this is another Sarah, Empress Seraphenia is new. It's me, K and SD. And then Empress K and SD said no soy after being told I have low thyroid. Okay. Yeah, I only touched tofu and I barely touched it. I was in my 20s. Somebody took me to what was considered a vegan restaurant back then. We're talking about almost 25 years ago. Or yeah, or over 25 years ago. I'm not saying I was 25. Yeah, over 25 years ago. I was in my early 20s. And I was disgusted. I was disgusted. I don't even know. Like at my friend's vegan restaurant down the street, I don't even know him to use a lot of tofu or what have you. I've learned how to make like a lot of things out of black beans and lentils lately. That's what I've been working with. A lot of black bean vegetable patties and like smaller, like little nuggets and little, as you say, like little protein balls or so to put along with different things. Like my daughter, she still eats pasta. I haven't eaten pasta since before she was born. It's been 15 years, but I'll still like make pasta for her. So sometimes she likes the little crumbles. Sometimes we'll do the little crumbles. I'll make up out of black beans. There's a lot of recipes that I found right on YouTube out of black beans and just a few other little ingredients, and make it into crumbles with my air fryer. Okay, Larabe said, for anyone suffering from dermatitis or alopecia areata, drinking aloe vera juice helps so much. Most scalp conditions are autoimmune. Ah, Mars attacks. I'm drinking some right now. Excellent. I need some more of this. This is not going to last me. I haven't had half my water intake for today, and I feel dehydrated completely. I feel like I'm lacking big time. And it's funny because sometimes it just runs right through you, and then sometimes you're fine. Right, absolutely. Absolutely. Plenty of water. Great. That's great to know. La Robe. Empress. Empress La. I'm just going to call you Empress La. Completely healed. Aloe vera juice. Y'all remember I told you just the aloe vera from an aloe vera plant is excellent, for using for moisture on your scalp directly. Just directly onto your scalp. Okay, Bonafide says, over the past decade, people have been turning away from soy in favor of almond. That's true. That's true. Cashew, etc. Because a lot of people drink almond milk. A lot of people make their own cashew, like almond butter, a cashew nut butter, stuff like that. Something else I was looking for. What was it? And somebody was telling me that this lady brought it all up. Oh, what was it? Sesame seeds. She was using it to make some type of milk. She was using pounds and pounds and pounds of it. She was buying up all the sesame seeds up at. I was trying to make some tahini so I could make my hummus, and I wound up just buying some already prepared tahini. Right, because Mars attacks is in Canada. I knew what you meant. Mars attacks transition, yes. So almonds, cashews, stuff like that is very expensive over in Canada, Mars. What do you all work with more so over there? It's real expensive. Okay. Send help. You're over there with Not Nation, and I know he eats the same way you do. Not Nation is vegan, right? So you all should link together, and you all should all sit back and do like a nice big community garden. Or you make stuff, he makes stuff. All of y'all that are linked up over there in Canada, hook up and make it so that you can, you know, share what you make. Oh, he's trying to go vegan? Okay. I thought he was. I don't know why I thought he was. I'm so used to just watch if and when I do get a chance to watch him, he's talking about what he's growing, which is vegan, more herbal access. Oh, his ex was okay. He's single now. Okay, you said you think. Ade, you are so wrong. I knew you was trying to cut up. He got a new girlfriend. Okay, I haven't seen anybody. I tried to watch. I try to catch him every blue moon. I seen him talking about a new grade he was working on or whatever, and he had just had some, and he kept looking up at somebody, but I could never see the person that he was looking up at. But whoever was probably looking at him like, now you know you shouldn't be talking about that. You shouldn't be talking, but that's what he talks about all the time. I love Not Nation. Right. That's true. That's true. A lot of people think that people who have um Nazis are vegan or Rastafarian. A lot of people think that automatically, especially if you're freeform. People automatically think that. But it does, I mean, when you live a certain lifestyle, I mean, hopefully you are changing into something better. I mean, especially if you say you're going from, I'm getting away from chemically treated hair, I'm getting away from this, I'm getting away from that. Hopefully you are changing your nutrition, because all of that plays a part of it. Hopefully your mind is changing and you're like, why am I sitting back trying to focus on having natural, healthy hair, but I'm putting toxic stuff inside my body? That just sounds, like wishy-washy. Like, I'm not eating right, but I want my hair to be right. So hopefully people are changing. Okay, take care. Peace and love. KCB, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the positive vibrations. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you all for the thumbs up as you come in. If you just came into the chat, welcome. If I haven't said anything to you, I apologize. Sometimes I start talking and then I go back to the chat and I miss the whole chat. Okay, Ade said they think of us as being vegan, rastas, potheads, or what else? Oh, those are the only three. Vegan, rasta, potheads. Okay. That's what they affiliate dreadlocks with, huh? That's true. I mean, a lot of people have that idea. That's true. That's great. I'm glad to hear that you changed a lot more than just your hair. I mean, just knowing that you do your gardening the way that you do, I know that you are on a healthy set. I mean, I noticed, and I'm sure a lot of people on their journeys have noticed that each, I'm not going to say each year, but you have like a little how can I put it? A little revelation as to, well, maybe I should be inputting this into my system now since I'm trying to live this type of life. Or maybe I should take this out. Maybe I shouldn't consume this since I'm on this level now. I'm on this healthy level. I'm on a higher level. I want to know more about this, that, or the other instead of, oh, let me watch and see somebody else's wealthy life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You get more into, well, let's see what's actually polluting our air. You start thinking differently. Let me see how I can heal my body without putting medication in it. A lot of times, it changes your mind when you become free thinking. It changes your mind about a lot of the crap that's out here, that they want you to pay attention to and deter you away from what's really going on in the world. Y'all got to be mindful. A lot of these commercials, a lot of these, a lot of things that's being said to deter you away from the reality of what's happening in life. I see a new person. Okay, Bonafide, let me come back to you. That's it. I agree. Let me go. I'm going to Mars Attack said, tourists always ask me for weed. Okay. I understand that from, if you see my last video, I may have mentioned it when I was talking about being over at, being abroad. If you see my last story time, which is a couple days ago, if you haven't, make sure you check it out. I talk about the situations I've had with the police over both, like in Denmark, mostly in Denmark, and then a couple times in Berlin. Bonafide said toxins in the body and the mind have their bad effects on our hair. Absolutely. Just like the rest of our body, our hair is like a natural biofeedback. I always like to compare our hair to like plants. Seriously. I'm growing some new plants right now, some tiny little pots. And I've seen them grow up just like overnight. Each day I'm watching them grow. But I was watching one the other day and it just started leaning over. It was just like limp. And so I said, well, let me put it in another window. This is last night. I was like, let me put it in the front window where my beauty room is and leave it alone. And this morning it's standing erect. And the smaller ones that was around it, everything is standing up erect. It needed some sunlight. It was receiving, you know, the H2O it needed, but it needed a little bit more sunlight. And it needs to be repotted because a lot is just growing up. I put too many seeds. So I like to compare our hair to that. We have to make sure that we're putting, you don't have to like touch and rub and play with a plant like 24/7, but love on it some, just a little bit, like your hair. Just, you know, mist it a little bit with some rose water or something. And, you know, when you are cleansing and use like some nice teas or so, green teas, black teas, use, you know, just love on it a little bit. You don't have to give it too much, and it doesn't take every day water rinsing or whatever it is that you choose to do. Oh, there's the other Sarah, and I have to welcome Asada, I'm sorry, Asada K. Yes, that's the aunt on my, yes. Thank you so much, Nefertiti. Absolutely. Somebody asked me, was this me? And I'm like, she can be. Thank you so much, Asada. And the Eye of Horus. Yes. I'm tatted all the way up. All the way up. Indicra symbols. Strength and endurance. Right next to Nefertiti. Welcome, Empress Sarah. Empress Sarah walks in the room. And she's like, thumbs up automatically. Thank you for being on point, Empress Sarah. We have another Sarah in here too. Her name begins with Sarah, though. And she's new. This is her first live chat. So this is the other Sarah. Thank you so much, Empress Sarah. Thank you. You can hardly see it because of my hair. But thank you. I think it kind of matches kind of neatly as far as the colors, not necessarily the scheme, but again, there's no rules, right? Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. Last week we didn't have a live chat, so I was sending out energy into the universe this week to make sure that this week was going to be a nice, calm, relaxing chat. Again, the strike lasted for 2 weeks in Chicago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a live chat with my daughter the week before about the school strike that was on, and it lasted for 2 weeks. She went back to school on Friday. School is tomorrow. I have to make sure she's all on point with everything. So, you know, after the chat, I have to go into mommy mode. Empress Sarah, you're celebrating anything this month? This new month of November, this year has gone fast. It's been a few like new people inside of the chat, and it's been cool because a lot of people are on a lot of different things. I love seeing our old empresses and emperors, and I love seeing our new ones as well because everybody has like different thoughts and values and things that they're thinking about or talking about. Yes, it was. They started back school on Friday, which not to my surprise, but in my daughter's class there were 7 people that showed up, and I think they have 30 people in their classroom. This year is going by too fast. The strike cut into me being able to really work as hard as I wanted to go back to my studio and do the things necessary to continue to provide, because I had to be here with my child for sure and working on, stuff that she would be working on, or stuff more advanced that she would be working on if she was actually in school. I know. It's dark outside right now. What time is it? 5 o'clock. It's dark outside right now. Over here playing with Lucky. And that kind of changes the mood. I don't know. How do other people feel like when the weather starts changing or when the seasons start changing? I mean, I know we had to just change our clocks. We fall back. So actually, instead of 5 o'clock, it's like 6 o'clock. So that's why it's super, super dark outside. And does it change your mood? Does it seem to change your pattern? Does anybody use, I forgot the name of this light they have, but they have a light that you could use because a lot of people are suffering from vitamin deficiencies, vitamin D, from not having the sun certain times of the year when you live in colder climates, like where I live in Chicago. Some people get depression. They have a name for it. I forgot the technical name for it. Yeah, Larabi. I would say it definitely, or Larabi. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize again. I have a slight, it's like it's totally different. Like when it's nice outside, I want to be all out in the element. But when it starts getting cold, I just want to, I want to chill, totally chill. Like I need to go to the store and go pick up some items. However, it's so super dark that I'm like, it makes me feel like it's going to be 8 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock when I get off this chat. That's what it feels like. It's the darkness, which means it's going to be, depending on where you are, the security level is, in my mind, the security level is down. And when I can see more things in the light, I feel a little bit safer. Thank you. Thank you, Empress Sarah. I don't know where here he is. Oh, he going up front. Yeah, he has on his sweater. I have to find his coats for the winter. Because being in the snow, he needs it. Sad. Right. Thank you, Bonafide. You always pop up right when I need you. Thank you. I hate it when it gets dark, Empress Sahar. Empress Sarah said, yeah, I just came in from the house a few minutes ago. As the sun has gone down, I'm sitting outside in the car as it's warmer outside than it is in your house. Wow. That's another thing. My heat is on. My heat is on 75, I want to say. And I mean, usually sometimes I can have on like shorts or whatever when I'm doing a live chat, but I have on like straight up pants, long sleeve shirt. The heat is on. Everybody is fully dressed, including Lucky. Lucky loves throwing on his clothes. He loves when he has on a shirt, a sweater, a jacket, and especially a collar, because then he knows he's going outside. But yes, thank you, Bonafide, for pointing it out. And I need to write that down because that's something that a lot of people suffer from and don't even realize it. I know some people that are handicapped from it. And I mean, like, literally cannot function and don't want to take, and I understand why, don't want to take medications for it. Yeah, Lucky in his sweater, Empress Sahar, his clothes. But it could be beat. Like they said, they have a light. And again, it's a mind thing. You gotta stimulate your mind with different things and listening, things that you're hearing. Like I play a lot of subliminal. Is anybody else into subliminal? Like messages and music, stuff that helps you to relax or calm down, or do you have any type of spiritual type things or different unique things that you may do to make you feel like do you smudge? Do you say, have sage, and do you work with anything that just relaxes you, crystals, or we, like yesterday we had Ancestors Day, the children's youth program had Ancestors Day, and they did a full altar. Isis, she wants her own altar for her room, which I told her I was going to help her work on. And I have a small one that I keep in my little private room. But does anybody, have anything that they do, where, they have their total relaxation? Like, is anybody into meditation? When you need to wind down and bring it all the way down, Bonafide, what is it that you do? Empress Sahar, Empress Sarah, anybody that's on a live chat, do you have anything that you do to calm your nerves down? Like, say something happened, you got some bad news, or you're just not feeling 100%, period. Meditation and deep breathing. Okay. Which is, yeah, I like definitely meditation. A form of yoga. Breathing is everything. That's another way that I've learned to calm down, like the noise in my head, and the attacks, the panic attacks that I suffered from, and still continuously, just working on myself to ensure that if anything was to arise, I'll be prepared. People don't understand. It's a constant thing. When you feel that you've gotten through something, you still got to make sure that your mind and body is prepared for the future, because you never know what else you're going to go through, or when that same situation or problem will arise again in your life, especially if it's something that's been prevalent in your life for a long time. So if anybody's having any type of issues or whatever, a lot of things that people are saying and that I'm in agreement with is that definitely to calm the mind down is meditation. Again, as long as you're not putting a lot of toxins in your body, that could be a cause of it. Watch what you're watching on television, what you're listening to, what your ears are hearing. And then Empress Sarah said, I go out in my yard if it isn't daytime, but unplugging from people. Yes, I agree, Empress Sarah. Unplugging from people, other people, to be on my own is a must. Sometimes I have to stay away from social media. It might be for a day, it may be for 2 days. I haven't really been utilizing Instagram the way that I could have, because I take pictures on a daily basis. Whether it's just like of things outside, or my dog or my child, or like the class, the class that my daughter was involved in yesterday. I take a lot of pictures and stuff, and I could be utilizing like social media more, but sometimes I just got to detach away from that, because sometimes different things just, that's what I want to talk about. Oh, I'm glad you're still here, Empress Seraphina. Okay, now you see the other Sarah. I wanted you to see who that was. Okay, Miss Full Roller Sarah is the Sarah I was telling you about, and Seraphina is the new Sarah that's in the room. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we broke her name down to broke both your names down to Sarah, but I'll say Seraphina when I'm talking to you when Empress Sarah, Miss Full Roller Sarah is in the room. Classical music. I have a nephew. He's a great nephew. He's 6 years old and he loves classical music. His father is my nephew that was born on my birthday, and he is phenomenal with keeping him in the know of like great stuff. And I'm just writing down some things that people are saying in the chat so I can check out some things. Okay. All right. I'm not sure. Okay, it's 12 people in the chat. Okay, really it's like me, Empress Sarah, Seraphina, and Sahara and Bonafide that are doing basically the conversation. A lot of people are just here to listen, and I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that. But if anybody have any questions, please, by all means, feel free to ask questions. If you don't feel like asking any questions here, I can be contacted on other social media platforms, which you can find in the description box after this live chat is over, or if you have to leave before the live chat is over. Also know that all the information is on any video on my channel. Any, like, if you want to contact me on Messenger. Bonafide said, in my case, I'm blessed to live nearby the sea. Sometimes sitting by the beach and listening to the water waves, to the waves crash, and really puts me into a deep calm. It's like, yeah. And I can relate to that 1000%. Bonafide is in Jersey, near Jersey, by Jersey Shore. And with me being right off Lake Michigan, I'm a block away from Lake Michigan. That's the number one thing I would say that calms me down is the lakefront. That is one of the things that has been going on since I was 18. 18 is when I started living the water, and it has really been the place where I went to relax. No matter what, I've celebrated my birthday by myself in the car by the lake, and it was quite relaxing. Roz Christofferson. I've never taken rosemary pills. Rosemary pill herbal supplements. I've never taken it. Welcome to the chat, and thank you for asking your question. Does anybody know about rosemary pills? Is anybody else taking rosemary pills? Is that something I've never taken? Bonafide is somebody who would be good to. Bonafide is somebody good to answer the question, as well as Empress Sahara, as well as Empress Sarah and Ade. But I've never. If anybody has ever taken it, what has been your experience with it? Because my thing, I don't know. I guess with me, how do I feel? I feel kind of funny about supplements now, especially after having been on so many medications in the past. I feel funny about supplements when, like, say I go to a channel and I start off like, wow, okay, all they talk about is eating raw, eating healthy, doing the right things, and you can get everything that you need from vegetables and this, that, and the other. But then at the end of the video, then they're like, yeah, and then you're gonna need my supplement too. And then I'm like, but you just told me I can get everything I can get from eating healthy foods. Why do I need the supplement? Is anybody else like that? Does anybody else? And I want to ask, I really want to reach out and ask anybody who can answer that. Empress Sahara, bona fide, how do you all feel about supplements? Thank you. Okay. Roz, is this your first time into the live chat? Empress Sahara is somebody who would thank you for coming in. I want to just welcome you if this was your first time. Thank you. Welcome. Empress Sahara is a health holistic health coach. I would agree. When I found out that everything that I could get was implants, I started wondering why were so many people selling supplements that were telling me that you could really get everything that you need in a plant. Like when we were doing a smoothie cleanse, I didn't know that the green smoothie cleanse when I was in that group. I still am in the group, but um everybody was talking about these supplements and I was like, why do we need supplements? I didn't take the supplements, but why did we need supplements if we were eating, pretty much just raw food? I mean, eating or drinking, smoothies, and we were getting all these nutrients from that. What were the supplements for? That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, let me go back. Okay, I heard when Empress Sarah said if you have blood pressure issues, be careful with rosemary. Empress Hart said there's a lot of over supplementation. Okay. A lot of them are unnecessary. Bonafide said, I've never taken rosemary pills, but I do consume a lot of rosemary in my food. I just love the flavor, but I've heard that it's quite helpful. I believe that it has a detoxing effect. Thank you for asking the question. Okay, Empress Sarah said, I think that if you're eating a plant-based diet, and again, I like to read the stuff out loud because a lot of times I watch live chats and I'm not watching on the computer, so I don't see the chat going down. So I like for anybody that's watching this on television, on their television or so, or driving, for them to hear what's going on, because I hate it when I don't know what is going on in the chat and the person is just like, yeah, right, yeah, you're right. So that's why I repeat what's going on inside the chat, you all. Yeah. So Empress Sarah said, I think if you're eating a plant-based diet, which I agree upon, and know that you are getting your food from a good grower, from you're getting your food from is a good grower, then they are probably not necessary supplements. Yeah. Empress Sahara is in agreement. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't. I tried like supplements before, especially when they were like, you need, X amount of vitamin D. What I'll do is I'll try to look up, because I was taking like a lot of vitamin D because I was like, the wintertime, we don't have a lot of sun, blah, blah, blah. I need a large amount of vitamin D, and I was spending a lot of money on buying like vitamin D. And then I was like, well, let me find out what vegetables and stuff have vitamin D in it, and let me get that and see if that, can help with moods and different things. I truly think that supplements is just, just more of a cash cow, or more of a way to, or some people that can't fathom eating a certain kind of way, then I would say then maybe supplements is for that person. But if you're eating a healthy way, then it may not be totally necessary. Bonafide 1970 said, I prefer to stay away from supplements. Foods you can see. Supplements are in some ways a matter of faith, unless you're right there in the manufacturing facility. Agreed. Watching them being made. Truth. Much Empress Sarah. Much of our conventional farming does not put much emphasis on growing nutrient rich foods, but instead, yeah, focus on quantity and size. True, you could do that because what I want to start doing is growing indoors. I was talking to one of my friends about growing sprouts because I love alfalfa sprouts, and it's hard to find in the stores here. Um, well, in the area, and I wanted to just start growing like alfalfa sprouts because I love them. And Rise, Empress Rise, if you're raw vegan, yeah, I think that you will be okay. I mean, I'm not a doctor by any means. I'm just going by what I feel and what I've gone through and what has been changing for me since I started, changing my life. Like I said, over 31 years ago, and it's still continuously changing. A lot of things that I might okay, yeah, maybe I did stop eating beef or pork 31 years ago, but I didn't stop eating chicken or fish until 3. You know, um, eh, I was still eating starches up until 15 years ago. I was still, eating. I was still drinking, intaking. Sorry, you laugh at this. Is I would say, um, cow mucus. You know, products from cows. Cheese for one. Yeah, I want to grow sprouts. I really want to grow some alfalfa sprouts, Empress Sahar. That's true. A lot of stuff that you grow and a lot of stuff that you eat is good for skin, hair, nails. I always say that. And then definitely, with our bodies being made up of mostly like 80% water, replacing that is an excellent thing. Speaking of Isis, could you give me a big jug, or could you refill this for me? Thank you. Okay. Bonafide says, the more that we toy with Mother Nature, the more it has tendency to backfire. True. True. A lot of different blends of foods are being made. A lot of different things are being done in gardening, farming. You'd be surprised of. Yes, absolutely, Empress Sarah. Absolutely, Empress Sahara. And then with me, I don't, I have learned to eat food, which I'm trying to definitely instill into my daughter. Um, Eating not just, you want your food to taste good, of course. You want whatever you're intaking to taste good, but you also want to make sure that it's nourishing for your body. You don't want to eat because you feel like, oh, I'm watching a program, I need to be eating, or because you think that you're eating something healthy, you got to overeat. Eat like food is like medicine for your body. You know, look at it as for its medicinal, um, you know, purposes, the stuff that it could do for you physically, and learn. I didn't want to eat kale, but when I learned all the stuff that it had in it, I was like, okay, well, I can't eat it. Really, I don't want to eat it. So I'll put it in my smoothies. So I have it in my smoothies. I just bagged up um a bunch of kale, a freezer full of kale, bananas for my potassium, vitamin K, everything that I need. I tried it. Celery. I've been putting a lot of celery in my smoothies. Ginger. Everybody knows that's been coming here for a long time. I've complained about my stomach a lot in the past. Isis, Isis, can I have that water? Thank you. What? No, can I have a cup? Can I have a cup? That was Miss Isis. Put this on the floor. I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Okay. Okay, we still on the same thing we're talking about. Yeah. But yeah, I basically just tried to train my mind to thinking that yes, food can still taste good, like with good seasonings and stuff that you use, and the proper way of cooking or eating foods, be it raw or um. It was funny because somebody was talking about air fryers not too long ago, and I was like, Nathaniel Jordan was talking about air fryers. He didn't give me. He gave me one reason why air fryers were bad. And then he started talking about his supplements and this, that, and the other, all the stuff that he had, that was good. But I was just like, I thought this was supposed to be about air fryers, and he only mentioned air fryers one time, and then he started talking about the different things. Thank you, Isis. The different things he had going on and his supplements and stuff. So I kind of got a little, I don't know. I kind of been laying low on Nathaniel Jordan lately. Bonafide, I think you linked me to Nathaniel. I'm not sure if you still listen to him though. It's an acquired taste, Kale is. Yeah, what knocks the taste out is I've never had it in a smoothie without half a banana. So like if I have like a handful of kale, I have I have a half a banana to go with it, and then I'll add like my flax seeds and whatever else. And for Sarah, I'm eating a baked sweet potato from your container garden right now. Okay. How long have you been doing container gardening? Because I'm just like sitting back amazed by my 3 little things I'm growing right now. I threw some little lettuce seeds and I just want to see something grow because I hadn't been growing anything for a while except for out back. I mean, but like starting from babies, starting from seedlings, I hadn't done anything in a while. Excuse me as I stay hydrated. Does anybody else do container gardening? I definitely want to start on sprouts. Also, tomorrow, Empress Sahara. I'm sorry, I definitely have to start on my my smoothie cleanse. I have to do at least 7 to 10 days of a smoothie cleanse starting tomorrow. So hopefully you can join me, or whenever you feel like joining me, let me know. And anybody else that's on this channel, if you want to just like do a day or two. Oh, your pie is not here. That's who's missing today. Your pie. Empress Your Pie is another person who's usually on this channel and pretty much eats the same way, same thing, self-employed business owner, makes her own products and stuff. Yes, I love that, Roz. Empress Roz, I do a kale smoothie with banana. I use a little bit of flaxseed, and I love using blueberries. Blueberries is an excellent antioxidant. I love it. I love blueberry smoothies. That's like my number one go-to smoothie. Sometimes I'll do blackberries. I love raspberries as well. I like the consistency that avocado might add to it, like a little small piece of avocado will add to it. Ginger, celery gives a distinct taste. Okay, Empress Hard, that'd be cool. Just let me know. Just let me know. I'll probably be on social media a little bit more now since the strike is over and since I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling like I can give it a little bit more attention, a little bit more love. I had to love on myself some more and just, sometimes social media you just get tired of. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. And sometimes as soon as you get on social media, it's like as soon as you touch your phone or touch your computer, it's like it's an eye watching you. Somebody's watching you, and it's like, bam, okay, there she is. Let me just, I don't know. It just seems like you're being watched. And I need to talk about something about Facebook. I make sure that if can somebody please remind me before 5:45 to speak about what I have to say about Facebook and my experience I just recently had. He said, okay, Bonafide, great. Bonafide said, he said the air fryers were bad because of the oil. I don't use oil on my air fryer. Yeah, I don't use oil at all. He said he had one name that he used for it. He said something else. It was a name that I never heard of. He never went in and said anything about what it meant, what it was, or anything. But I don't use oil on my air fryer. So would it be better to fry something? Like, say if I want to make these, my daughter likes sweet potato fries. I put them in the air fryer. Would it be better to let it be saturated in a pot full of oil as opposed to air frying? I don't use air fryer. The point of having an air fryer, honestly, is to get away from oil, no doubt. You don't have to use oil in an air fryer. I've never used oil in my air fryer. I've never put oil in my air fryer. Now, the most that I have done is when I'm seasoning her potatoes, I might put like a little tablespoon of like some olive oil or something in the mixture of the seasoning that I'm putting, so it sticks to it really well. But that's it. But not like soaking in oil or pour oil in my, never, never. Watermelon in the smoothie. I've never, I always, because can I put, would it taste good with like a spinach or a kale? Would you mix it with spinach or kale? What would be like the vegetable that you add? Because I do like mostly vegetable, and the fruit is like, added bonus, even though it has a lot of, great properties in it. But I make sure that I get my vegetables through doing the smoothies. Ross Christopherson says, I've been following Tanny Raw. Okay. Thank you. Anybody who's watching this and wants to know about sprout growing, because that's something that I'm interested in. It's just 9 of us in here. The chat is almost over. I'm gonna check out Tanny Raw. That's TANNYRAW. TANNYRAW. If you're watching this on your television and can't see the live chat, Tanny Raw is on YouTube. And if you're interested in sprout growing, that's something I'll probably watch tonight. Thank you so much. See, you come in for your first live chat and already giving out gems. Giving us gems, right, Lucky? Lucky got excited. Yeah, I love kale. I think I buy more kale than anything. For some reason, I like the way it meshes with whatever I put it with, even more than spinach. No, because if I use coconut, I want it straight from. If I use coconut water, I want it straight from a bona fide coconut. I don't want to buy like coconut water or anything. And I haven't been able to find coconuts. After I've been to like different islands and stuff and had real coconuts, I haven't been able to find anything. I'm gonna be honest. I've been so biased about fruit and a lot of different things since traveling and stuff. It's like everything just tastes different. Everything just, and then when you buy stuff that's processed or that's in boxes and stuff like that, if I can't get my coconut straight from a coconut, if I can't get the coconut water from that, I don't want it. Probably where you are, you're probably able to get it better. But just to like actually look for a regular coconut, not here. And if I do find something here, it'll be expensive. And for Sarah, it's so funny. I love Bonafide being here. I think Bonafide is the only guy in here right now. Bonafide is the only emperor that is in the room right now. If I'm wrong, please someone correct me. Yes, I have to have it fresh. If I have it, I have to have it fresh. No, I'm not calling Bonafide a coconut. Yeah, it's fun being silly. And Bonafide was, I think it was Bonafide that was just talking about laughter. Yeah, Bonafide was just talking about laughter, talking about Daphne Springs on YouTube, straight out of the green coconut. Absolutely. I would say probably like when I was in Jamaica, I remember they would just cut off, you just cut off the top and, just drink straight from the coconut. Yeah, see here, I can't find them here. I would have to go someplace probably further north, in more of an area, a more Caribbean area or so where I could get it from, but not nowhere close by. Not nowhere within 30 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes away. Mm. See, that's a blessing for you, Bonafide. Yeah, if I could go in 3 supermarkets right now and would not find that one. Easy. And if I do, not the green ones. So I have so far, oh, okay, it's 5:40. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to find them. So far today, if anybody has anything that they would like for people to check out, like if you have a channel, if you have an email address, if you have anything that you specialize in that people can come to you for, be it like Empress Sahara is a health coach. Of course, that's her job. That's what she does. That's not a free service. But you can contact her. She can give you her information. She's given it out before. Bonafide has a Pinterest page that has a lot of different pictures and stuff, of beautiful Black people that you love to check out. Your pie, she sells stuff. I design candles. Been doing it for 20 years. Facebook, yeah, I have to talk about. Oh, yeah, I have to talk about Facebook. Yes, that's is yeah. The same with other tropical foods. It's hard to find a lot of stuff in supermarkets out here. You have to go to like specialty stores to find like a lot of different things here. But let me just say this about let me just put this out as a PSA. Any information that you put on Facebook is definitely, and some of you all probably already know this, but I'm just going to tell you an experience that I had that was kind of rare. Um, I used to play on this other computer that I had that I hadn't been on in a long time, and I used to play this game called Tag. It was called Pets, but it was on this thing called Tag, and I forgot my password, and I forgot my password. So it said that I could enter in if I go through my Facebook page. Well, I didn't realize that I had my phone number on my Facebook page, and I didn't realize that I had it so that it could be seen. With that being said, somebody contacted me on the phone, tried to contact me on the phone. If I see a phone call on my phone, if I don't recognize it, sometimes I do not answer the phone because if it's about business or so, a message will be left, you know. But a message wasn't left or whatever. But then they hit me up saying that they wanted to become a friend on Facebook and Messenger or whatever. And it came from me logging on with my Facebook onto, to get onto this other site. So be mindful that the information that you put out there, you got to be very careful. Too much information is shared on Facebook, way too much. And I believe, like we said before, people's jobs are looking at it. They're trying to make people use their full names and everything. If you add anything to your name, like I used to have candle making in the center of my name, they was like, if that's not a part of your name, blah blah blah, we'll have to shut you down. And I'm just like, well, I say a lot of people still with a whole bunch of different things in their names, but they're just like picking out people that they want you to use name, but you know, there's ways around that, of course. Wow. Empress Sahara said same there. About the foods in supermarkets as far as finding tropical foods. You have to go, like for Asian stuff, you have to go in the Asian neighborhoods. A lot of Hispanic stuff, you have to go in the Hispanic neighborhoods. Um, Same thing. For tropical fruits and stuff like that, you have to go in the neighborhoods that is predominantly, you know, different cultures. Canned coconut water is just sugar water with a little bit of coconut added, a straight ripoff. That was said by Empress Roz. Bonafide said my Pinterest page is Bona, Bona, capital Fide. If anybody's trying to check out some of his work on Pinterest, a lot of beautiful pictures there. I've been there already. Easy to get to. You can Google it. Google Bonafide 70, Bonafide 70 on Pinterest. It can easily be found. Empress Sarah said that's because tropical fruits have to be shipped in from the warm climates. It's too cold to grow them anywhere except the most southern regions of the country. Agreed. But it's just, you know, being able to find them in the stores up here. Um, you definitely have to just go. It's not ready available in you know, in everyday stores here. You have to go in areas, you know, where it's more people living in that area that want things like that. And then, of course, you know, depending on where you are, the prices can be outrageous. Welcome, Jesus. Welcome. Oh, Bonafide, before I leave, before we get off this chat, let me thank you for the other day with that situation I had. Thank you so much, you know, just for listening. And, you know, it really wasn't nothing we could do or whatever, but thank you so much for just listening to my part of it, of how to handle a situation. Jesus, thank you so much for coming in. You know, I always love and respect when you come into the house. Thank you so much. Bonafide is no longer the only male in the room, the only emperor in the room. Jesus Serrano, as I always say, the first person who owned a wrench in here, used to keep everybody out of here because there used to be a lot of trolling. I'm so glad to see him. But thank you again, Bonafide. Love you too. One day you'll call me back. I called you, and I still haven't heard back from you. Okay, Bonafide said, I find the best deals on tropical fruits in the Latino supermarkets throughout the area, but they can be found in general supermarkets as well. Okay. Empress Sahar said, I had a pomegranate today. I haven't had one in years. I haven't had one in a long time. You just made me think of a movie. What was the movie with, oh God, what was his name? Sam. What is the name of the movie? They were eating pomegranates anyway. It was a good movie. Down in in the bayou. Thank you, Bonafide. I forgot the name of this movie. Oh God, Samuel Jackson played in it. His wife was. What was the name of Ease Bayou? Anybody seen Ease Bayou? Oh my God, when they were eating those pomegranates. Now I want one. King Wrench or Jesus Serrano, says Empress Sarah. Thank you for coming in, Jesus. We miss you. I don't know why you don't come see me no more. You told me it was the Wi-Fi. I don't know. You come in, you stay for 5 seconds and be up. You don't even say goodbye no more. You just mistreat me. Ease by you. You said the pomegranate was good, but ease by you. Yeah. When I was watching that, I wanted one really, really bad. You never seen one? Jesus, you know I'm telling the truth. You stop in, you be like, hey, peace. You out of here. Mm. I never know when you're gone. Right. Jesus and Bonafide. We used to have wrestling superstar that was here. We used to have a lot of guys that used to come in. We still have a few that come in from time to time. A lot of emperors, but hey, we definitely show y'all love when y'all come in. No doubt. No doubt. We appreciate you all. We gotta have some emperors in here. Y'all keep some of the trolls out too. For real. My cousin goes through it bad with her channel, with her beauty channel. A lot of people, for some reason. Peace and love to you, Jesus. You all, we're coming up on the last 10 minutes of the live chat. I appreciate everybody for coming in here. They may start tricking me. But do you think that the majority of them are cutting their hair now that it's not so much of a trend? And that's the reason why a lot of people haven't been around. I see my boy Sebi is still around. He's still doing his videos. I love Seb. Anybody that knows Seb Atreyu, he does good videos. And he usually comes and he doesn't come to the live chats, but he definitely watches my videos and leaves really nice comments. If you seen my last story time, he left a real good comment on that video. Has anybody in here watched my story times at all besides Sahar? I know you have. Dragon fruit, yes, yes. Dragon fruit, it's hard to find up here, but it's big. Yep, I was gonna say that it's expensive. Yes, it is expensive. And it's probably more expensive here. I'm wondering if a lot of people, I mean, there's a lot more channels with people doing freeform dreads. A lot of people, and then a lot of people have stopped their channels. Uh, Natural Nirvana, she didn't stop her channel, but she took down her second set of dreads recently, and that's my girl. But she said she was keeping her channel and she was going to continue to talk about health and nutrition. Sarah, you're way behind on my videos. Okay, so you haven't seen any of my story times. I was just wondering if people were like really interested in watching those because it's just, just a little bit more transparency, just giving a little bit more information about, you know, this world over here. Since I don't vlog, since I don't walk around with a vlogging camera, I could just tell some experiences that I've been through. That's all. Just adding some more content because God, I have over 200 videos about hair. It's like, what else can I talk about? Let's talk about life. Let's talk about nutrition. Let's talk about health. Let's talk about being healthy. Let's talk about turning 50 and being healthy. Let's talk about turning 60 and being healthy. Let's talk about just feeling good and going to sleep. And let's talk about no medication, positive things, positive things. All that stuff I could touch on because, man, I went from taking 22 pills a day to I don't need that anymore. And I'm not a doctor or anything. I just know that stuff was tearing my body up and wasn't doing me any good. And, I could say now that I'm so glad I know all the toxins is not out my body because I had been doing it for so many years. But the fact that I don't suffer the way that I used to, and I'm so much better and feeling better and looking better, it's a blessing, And Sahar, you know very well what healthy eating does, working with Dr. Furman. Yeah, Jesus. Thank you so much, Empress Sarah. I wanted to know, if people have been checking out the videos. Jesus, check out some of my story times when you're bored. Oh, okay, cool. You seen all my story times, Bonafide? Cool. Thank you so much. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I think it's letting me know we only got a few minutes. Okay. Hold on, you all. Why is this thing? It won't move. Hold on. Okay. I missed a whole bunch. Okay. Oh, the one involving police. No, you don't have to brace yourself for it. You know, that was over in Europe. You'll be okay. Absolutely, Empress Sahara. You know your body better than anyone else. And you know what's best for you. Yeah. I knew that after a while. Let's see, and I have 37 minutes. I don't believe that. We're gonna be in this chat in 5 minutes. Welcome, Oswald. Thank you for coming in. Hi, how are you? Welcome, Emperor. Now we have 3 emperors in here. Thank you all for coming in. Oswald, we are about to end in about 5 minutes. If you would like to say something else, please do so. Yes. Dr. Joe Furman is Empress Sahara is very in touch with Dr. Furman. Robert Phillips. Sahara, are you familiar with Robert Phillips? Okay, Ross Christopherson said, my best friend's husband co-wrote Fast Food Genocide with Dr. Joe Furman. Same as Robert Phillips. I'm sure she doesn't know him personally. She probably has heard of him because she's definitely worked with Dr. Furman, Dr. Joe Furman. I've been great, Oswald. I've been wonderful, Emperor. That's right. Anybody that's been here, please go ahead and thumbs up now because we're about to end in 4 minutes. Okay, Empress Sahar said, I saw him do an interview with Dr. Furman. Like I said, it's usually a wealth of information that comes through here on Sunday. If you don't close mouths, don't get fed. I ask questions. When it's people about other people's journeys, I try to let them talk about them. Y'all, they about to cut this. It said my whatchamacallit was unstable. Hold on. We're about to end this chat in a few minutes for real because I don't want it to shut down on me. Thank you. Thank you, Oswald, for coming in. Bonafide said, I'm much more familiar with Dr. Gary Null. Yeah, I saw Dr. Gary Null before. Let me write him down again. But yeah, I used to be up on Dr. Gary Null. I probably got it from you. Okay. 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 Peace and love, everyone. And seeing you again, hopefully next Sunday. Thank you for coming into the live chat. Be sure to thumbs up. You know, if you haven't already, thumbs up. Check out the description box and check out all my social media. Also, check out other people's social media that's been on here. They're giving you their information. Thank you. If you're watching this after the live chat, please feel free to leave comments. You can contact me via other social media. You don't have to comment down here. You can leave me information at Instagram. You can leave me information on Facebook. You can leave me information on Messenger or so. Everybody. Oh, thank you. And Empress Sarah, thank you for coming in. To everyone that was new here, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. Okay, everybody have a great night. We have like 1 minute left. I just want to make sure we don't get cut off. Peace and blessings, Bonafide. Thank you again for the talk. Empress Sarah, thank you. Thank you, Sahara. Yes, it was great energy. We've been doing good by not having the trolling. All right. Peace and love. Thank you all for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video. If you haven't watched my story times, make sure you watch the story. Bonafide, make sure you watch the last story time. Check out some of my nutritional videos. It's just what I've been going through, what I've been doing, what I've been changing. I'm not a holistic health advisor, anything like that. I'm just telling you what I've been learning a lot of times from people on this channel, what's been working for me, and what I continue to do. Peace and love, everyone. Blessings.